guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my last tutorial for 2016. I can't believe that I'm saying that. I have never had to say that actually here on YouTube. It's just such a weird feeling, but I have brought you this super different makeup look. Well, at least for me. I don't know for you guys, but if it is for me, it must be for you because I make the tutorials and I upload them. Anyways, that's beside the point. All I'm gonna say is that I hope you like this makeup look and that it gives you an idea on what you can wear on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. It's really up to you when you want to wear this makeup look, and if you want to know how I achieved it, then please keep on watching. Alright, let's get started. First, as always, I'm using a foundation primer, and today I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, which I'm literally just using the last drops because this took everything. It's literally empty now, so I really need to get me another bottle. I swear this stuff is the bomb. Anyways, meanwhile, I let that dry and sink into the skin. I'm going to take my sample from the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and this one's in the shade Rattan, and I'm just trying it out because it is quite pricey, so I really don't want to purchase it if I'm not gonna like it. I really want to see how it wears and if I like it or not, but so far so good. I do feel like the shade, I could go one shade darker, so I'm gonna have to go back for another sample with a shade darker than Rattan because I did feel like it was just a tad bit too light. But I always would like my foundation to be a little bit lighter than darker because if it's lighter, you can always darken it up and bronze it with some bronzer. But if it's too dark, it's a lot harder to brighten your foundation. So I'm gonna try a shade darker and see how that goes. But so far so good. I love the formula. I love the wear. I loved the coverage is amazing. As you can see, lately I had a lot of acne scars because I broke out like crazy. But anyways, the acne is 95% gone, so I'm just left with the little stains. I don't know if you guys are familiar. This is the first time this ever happens to me, but slowly they're going away, thank God. But as you can see, this foundation is bomb. I really like it. I just wish the shade was just a little bit darker, but we can work with that. Once I have a nice full coverage on my skin, I'm just gonna go with concealer to cover up whatever the foundation didn't, which are my dark circles. They were still peeking through as always, so I'm gonna apply a little bit of concealer there, and then I'm also going to apply some concealer on the eyelids, and this is going to serve me as an eyeshadow base, and it's also going to cover the veins and any discoloration that I have on the lids. And this also gives it a nice clean canvas for the eyeshadows to go on, and it makes them last longer and it prevents them from cracking. I'm also going to apply that on the forehead and on the chin just to balance out the highlight. As always, we have to set our makeup, and today I'm using the Studio Fix powder from MAC, and this is in the shade NC25. And with a big fluffy brush, I'm just going to dab that very lightly all over the skin, and I really want to dab this product in so it really sinks into the skin and it sets your makeup in place and it locks it and it's not gonna move. Trust me, it's so much better to do it this way because if you're sweeping or buffing in the powder, you're literally moving the foundation away. Last trick for foundation is to apply a little bit more of powder with the sponge anywhere that I applied my concealer, just to add a little bit of extra coverage and just to give me that really nice porcelain finish. I swear this technique fills in every single pore. Now it's time to bronze up the face, and today I'm using the Sephora Honey Heat bronzer. It is so gorgeous, and I love mixing it with the mineralized bronzer beside it because it gives you that just super natural glow. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. And yes, I like my contour harsh. If you don't like it, then don't do it. I'm doing it the way that I like it because at the end of the day, this is my makeup tutorial. So I'm just going to really contour the face because the powders and all of that foundation kind of washed away our features and it washed away our shadows. So I'm going to bring those back by applying some bronzer on the hollows of the cheeks, on the sides of the forehead, and on the jawline. Now I'm going to give a little bit of color to my cheeks, and I'll be using this Milani blush, and this is in the shade Berry Amore. Super beautiful. You guys know that I'm obsessed with the Milani blushes. They're just stunning. And I'm just going to apply that all over the apples of the cheeks and lightly blending it upwards and mixing it in with my bronzer. Now it's time for the brows. Lately I have been using the Annabelle Skinny Pencil, and this is in the shade Universal Light, and I like to fill the front of my eyebrow first with the light brow pencil, And then I go back in with the same pencil, but in the shade Universal Dark, and then I fill in the rest of the brow, just because I want my brow to have a nice gradient from light to dark, and that's just personal preference. Again, if you like your browns one color, then you do you again. This is the way that I like them, and once I finish filling them in, I just brush them through with the little comb at the back of the pencil, just to blend in the product a little bit better. And as always, I like to go back in with any concealer and clean up the bottom part of my eyebrow. This gives you a super sharp brow. And I also like to clean up the tail of the brow, making the brow super sharp, and it highlights that area at the same time, which I also like. Now it's time to set my face. I'm using MAC Fix Plus, and this is going to set all the powders in our face, basically gonna stick the makeup in our face, which is awesome. But meanwhile, the Fix Plus is drying, I go in and I apply my highlight, which in this case is the Ofra Rodeo Dry. I always say Rodeo, I don't know why, but I was always mispronouncing it, but it is Rodeo. And as always, I apply that on the highest point of the cheeks in a C shape, and then I applied it on the chin and the Cupid's bow, the tip of the nose, and the bridge of the nose. And by applying the highlight before the Fix Plus dries, it makes your highlight really stick to the face, because once the Fix Plus does dry, it's going to dry in with the highlight and it's just going to basically glue it to your skin, which is incredible. Sometimes I take my makeup off and my highlight is still intact. I'm telling you, it's an amazing trick and I extremely recommend it. As always, I contour my nose using the Wet n Wild bronzer. I create 2 lines on the sides of my nose and then I blend them out with a brush, and these are supposed to create shadows on the sides of my nose, making my nose look slimmer and longer. I always make sure to blend it even further with my fingertips, just to make sure that everything's nicely blended. Now taking this Morphe palette in collaboration with Jaclyn Hill, I'm just going to use a nice orange eyeshadow. You guys know I always use orange eyeshadow for any makeup look that I'm going to do. It's just the best transition shade in my opinion. I feel like it just goes with any eye look that you're going to do, and it's just very universal transition shade. So that's what I'm going to use it for, a transition shade, and that's going to go right into the crease. Now I'm taking this nice burnt reddish eyeshadow. It's really hard to explain. I'm also really bad at explaining color, and I'm not even colorblind. But you guys can see it. All I'm going to do with this eyeshadow is I'm just going to apply that on top of the orange eyeshadow, and we're just creating a nice burnt orange gradient. I'm picking up this really bright pink, almost purplish eyeshadow and light pink eyeshadow. Anyways, you guys can see it, don't pay attention to me. And with the small brush, and this one is the MAC 217 brush, I'm just going to lightly focus that on the crease, just on the crease socket. I'm not gonna bring it as high as I brought the previous eyeshadows. I'm just going to keep it really tight in the socket because I don't want to drag this color all the way up. Now I really like this light pink eyeshadow, but once I applied it on my lid, I actually didn't really like how the whole look was looking too pink. I wanted it a little bit more orange, or like brick burnt orange. So I decided to go with the corner eyeshadow right here, and that kind of gave me a little bit of the color that I was going for. I do regret not applying a little bit more depth in the corner, but it is too late for that. I wish I had noticed how it looked before I finished the eye look, but that's what happens when you're filming and you just don't realize stuff until you're editing. You're like, shit. But anyways, once I apply that nice color all over the lid, I'll just go back with the MAC 217 and I'm just going to blend the edges out so that there are no harsh lines. Now I'm just going to apply the same corner eyeshadow that I used all over the lid on the lower lash line, and then I'm going to apply some black eyeliner. You can use any eyeliner that you have. And of course, my wing line. I honestly don't really need to explain to you guys how much I love my wing line, and I always use the NYC liquid eyeliner. You guys know that's my ride or die. Once I finish my eyeliner, I'm just going to apply some mascara on my upper and lower lashes, and then I move on to my falsies, which today are the Kiss falsies, and these are in the style True Volume, and I'm just going to pop them right into the center of the lash, and then I place the outer corner of the lash as close to my lash line as possible, and then I place the inner corner, and that's basically it. I honestly think applying false lashes is the easiest thing ever. And now we're good to go flying away. Bye! As always, my number one trick once I finish my eye look, for any eye look, even if it's just like an everyday eye look, I go back with my eyeliner, and this is going to make your eyeliner even more sharp and on fleek, and it also makes it look really black, which is perfect, and it covers that glue just in case any glue is peeking through. You completely cover it, giving you a nice finish liner. I'm telling you, you have to do this. Now for the lips, I'm just going to line and fill them in with the Essence Nude Eyeliner. And once I do that, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in the shade Naked, which I am obsessed with this lip combination, you guys. I loved it so much. I think I'm going to wear it every day from now on. And I actually forgot something on my eye look, which is so weird. I never forget. I forgot to apply my inner corner highlight, so I went back and did that using the corner eyeshadow, which is a nice light pink eyeshadow. I just applied that on the tear duct of my eye, and I also applied it on the highest point of my eyebrow and then blended it out, and we are slaying. Yes! Listen! So this is it for this makeup look, you guys. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here with me 2016. I feel like I'm gonna look back to this tutorial and it's gonna be like 5 years from now, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, it was such a long time ago. It always happens, always does, I swear. But it's just so weird having to finish this year, and I'm just really excited to see what 2017 has in store for me, and I'm pretty sure you guys are feeling the same, and I really wish you an amazing 2017 and that it's filled with love and happiness, health, money, so you can buy more makeup. I'm serious. I really wish everybody an amazing 2017. Hopefully it's full with peace, because, you know, we have to say that and we have to wish for that. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. I really wish you guys a happy new year and the best in 2017. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in 2017. Bye guys. Mwah.